Hello, guys. You welcome to this platform, and the name of the platform is 21st Century Africa. 21st Century Africa. So when you say 21st Century Africa, it basically ranges from the year 2000 to the year 2099, or the year 2000 to the year 2099. And my name is Governor. Just call me Governor. My name is Governor. So someone will ask, what are we going to discuss here? What are we going to talk about here? It's pretty much simple. We're going to talk about Africa then, which that means Africa before, and Africa now, which is the current state of Africa, and then Africa tomorrow, which is tomorrow. All right, so we're going to talk about so many things here. I think Aristotle once said that everybody is a political animal. Every human being is a political animal. So we're going to talk about politics, but not partisan politics. Politics, with respect to how best we as a youth can contribute positively to our politicking of the day. I think it's high time we began taking things into our own hands. We don't have to leave everything into the hands of the old guys. I know they are doing their best, no disrespect to them, but it's high time we actually have a great say in how things need to be done, or the trajectory, or the level, or the path at which our politics has to go. I think it's something we're going to look out for throughout the whole continent, and we're going to as well look at the religion and the spirituality of Africa, the religion and the spirituality of Africa. We're not going to disrespect nobody's religion, but we're going to talk about how the religion was before, or how African spirituality was before, how it is now, and tomorrow, how it's going to be, and how we are going to use all these things to the benefit of Africa, how we are going to use all these things, how all these are going to aid in the development of Africa. And we're going to talk about the development of the continent as a whole. Yeah, that is a very, very important thing, how we are going to defend how we are going to develop the continent. So as much as we would like to criticize our leaders, our presidents, our ministers for whatever they are doing, as much as we're going to criticize them, we still need to know as individuals how best can we help in the development of our mother continent, Africa. Yeah, and again we're going to talk about the role of the citizenry, the individuals, how best we can impact the development of the society. It shouldn't necessarily be financially, only economically, but it could also as well be psychologically, it could as well be politically, it could as well be socially, it could as well be religiously. I mean, from all walks of life, how best we can contribute our quota to the development of our mother continent. And again, we're going to look at the interviews. We're going to have some interviews with very, very resourceful people, and the regular or the ordinary people. We're going to talk to people on the street and know how best, what the problems they see about Africa, how best they think our leaders must do, and what they themselves are doing to help. So we are going to at least heal each other's wounds, and then make sure we hit the nail right on the head, to make sure we do our best while we have life to support Mother Africa. And we're going to talk about sports too. Sports. I mean, there is no way we can talk about sports without talking about the Africans' influence on sports. I mean, who is the greatest soccer player of all time? Eric Donascimento, right? Erickson Donascimento. What Pele? We can't talk about soccer without talking about Pele. We can't talk about basketball, the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. Who is the fastest man on earth ever in history? Who? Usain Bolt. I mean, so we can talk about all these things. We all know someone who say they are in Brazil, they are in America, they are in Jamaica, respectively. But we all know that is what we are going to talk about before, now, and then tomorrow. We're going to look at all these things, and then we know how best we can harness the nature's given resources, or the natural resources that we have here, the human resources that we have here on the continent. How best we can harness it to our benefit as a continent. And then the last thing we are going to look at, so I was saving the best for the last, is what the organizational skills. So many a times, so many people have wonderful ideas, but as a whole, or as an individual, they cannot do anything because their voices are not heard. But how are we going to organize ourselves, regardless of wherever we find ourselves, be it in our communities, our towns, our provinces, our regions, our constituencies, our wherever we find ourselves, how we can organize ourselves, and how we can actually shake the mountains, how we can put pressure on our leaders, how we can construct them, how we can constructively criticize them so that they can do our bidding, how they can put our interests ahead of them, not just their parochial or their selfish gains. You understand? So we're going to talk about all these things and how best we can solve these issues. And we're going to open the forum. Sometimes we're going to come live on there, so that we're going to receive phone calls. We're going to have interviews. We're going to have correspondence from all walks of life, from different places in the world, different places in Europe, in Australia, and of course from Africa and in America, wherever, so that people will share their views on how best we can help solve African problems. So I know it might appear to you that I'm talking about so many things, but as time goes on, we are going to take them one by one. We are going to dive so deep into it, and then people will get a clearer picture. So we are going to ask you to subscribe, and then suggest to a friend. Subscribe, share, and then suggest to a friend. Just share it to a friend. Tell a friend to like it. Tell a friend to also follow to a friend, so that we can all help in building a very successful and a unique Africa. Thank you very much. May God bless you all.